Let's take this figure drawn on the board and rotate it 270 degrees clockwise around the origin. Here, we're rotating around the origin, the point 0, 0. That means that the origin is called the center of rotation. Now that we have our center of rotation, let's take a look at the rotation we're performing. We are taking this figure and rotating it 270 degrees around the origin. So, our new figure, or our image, will end up in quadrant 3. Now, when we rotate 270 degrees clockwise, that's the same thing as rotating 90 degrees counterclockwise. So in this problem, instead of taking the figure and rotating it all 270 degrees around the origin, let's just simply take our figure and rotate it 90 degrees counterclockwise. That will put it in this quadrant and in the right position. Now, to keep track of this rotation, let's pick some coordinates from our figure. Let's call these original coordinates, since they come from our original figure. Now, let's pick the 4 vertices of our figure. Let's pick this coordinate right here, the ordered pair -4, 1. Then, this point up here, the point -4, 4. This point down here, the point -2, 1, and finally this point up here, the point -1, 4. Great. Let's take these 4 ordered pairs from our original figure and rotate them counterclockwise 90 degrees. Now to do this, we can actually take these ordered pairs from quadrant 2 and reflect them over the x-axis in order to put them in quadrant 3. But they will not be in the right orientation for how we need our figure to end up. So, after we perform this reflection over the x-axis, we will then need to flip our figure in order to get our image. First, let's take these ordered pairs and reflect them over the x-axis. To perform a reflection over the x-axis, we actually need to focus on the y-coordinates of our ordered pairs. We need to take each of those y-coordinates and change the sign. So, any positive y-coordinate becomes negative, and any negative y-coordinate becomes positive. Here, this will move these ordered pairs and flip them over that x-axis to put them into quadrant 3. Here, we have a y-coordinate of +1. So we change that from a +1 to a -1. Here, we have a +4. So we change that to a -4. Here again, we have a +1. So we change that y-coordinate to a -1. And lastly here, we change that +4 to a -4. Great! Now, each one of these ordered pairs is located in quadrant 3. But remember, they're not in the correct orientation. We actually need to take the figure and flip it. To flip a figure in place, we need to take the x and the y coordinate of each ordered pair and simply switch them. So, the x coordinates become the y coordinates and the y coordinates become the x coordinates. When we do this, we will get the ordered pairs that help to make up our image. Here we have the ordered pair -4, -1. So, we flip the x and y coordinates, and we get -1, -4. Then here, we get the ordered pair -4, -4. Here, this ordered pair becomes -1, -2. And finally, we have the ordered pair -4, -1. Now, these 4 ordered pairs help to make up our image, and it will be in the correct spot and the correct orientation. So let's plot these points. We have the ordered pair -1, -4. Then -4, -4. Then -1, -2. And finally, -4, -1. Then we connect these points. And look at what we get. We get our image. If we notice, this image is the same size and shape as our original figure. And we took this figure and rotated it 270 degrees clockwise around the origin. To make this easier and faster, we simply rotated it counterclockwise 90 degrees. And we came up with the same correct image. Now, if you want to perform this with other ordered pairs, there's actually a general formula you can use. Let's take a look at it. Let's say we have this ordered pair x comma y, and we want to rotate it clockwise 270 degrees around the origin. Or we want to rotate it counterclockwise 90 degrees. To do that, we need to change our ordered pair so it looks like this. Instead of having x comma y, we would have negative y comma x. Our y would change signs, and our x and y coordinates would switch places. That's exactly what we did here in order to get the correct image. And in fact, we could have done steps 2 and 3 in the opposite order. We could have flipped our x and y coordinates first, and then changed the sign of our y coordinate, and we still would have gotten this same correct image.